Yeah, today we talking about Doechii, right? So Doechii was recently doing Hot Ones with my homegirl, Miss Milan. Shouts out to Miss Milan. And she had a conversation regarding her biggest dating red flag. Let's check it out.
What's my biggest dating red flag?
Is it being on the DL?
You're on the right track. I have my answer.
Is it close enough?
You want to guess one more time what would be a red flag for me?
Bad music taste?
Oh, that is a good one.
Because that's one for me.
That is a good one.
Like,
But that's
what
not
do you
what I
mean
put.
you don't listen to Michael Jackson? But okay.
Okay. This is a huge red flag for me.
All right. You know what's so crazy? I was going to say men. I was going to say men.
No, like, I mean, strike one. You're a man.
Yeah.
And you're heterosexual.
Yeah. I was going to say, so technically because my...
I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Mine was already there. I don't think I deserve to eat a wing.
I think you do.
Okay. All right. So look, everybody got the right to have their preferences, right?
Oh,
Everybody got the right
bro.
to say what they into.
Oh man.
But just keeping it 1,000, I think this comes off as very irresponsible.
Absolutely.
Irresponsible as a black woman. Yes, I said it.
Absolutely.
And it also comes off as like trying to force being different. Now,
Yeah.
Doechii, you know, from the first time we got a chance to see her as an artist, she's always had like this different, you know, level of, how could I say, not just necessarily skill, but I think her direction is a little bit different as to how she attacks music. She reminds me a bit of Lauryn Hill, which I seen her performing with Lauryn Hill, doing that thing, her doing the whole, you know, second verse, which is amazing and dope for her. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a dope moment in hip hop because that's not the biggest moment that we talking about right now, but we talking about this. But yeah, it just seems weird. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, she had the record, you know what I'm saying, The Nile is a River, you know what I'm saying, off the project, Alligator Bites Don't Heal. And on there, she talks about being with a dude that's on a DL, and she says, just to get a DM from his wifey, I was confused, what should Doechii do? She didn't know about me, and I didn't know about Sue. I opened up the messages, then had to hit Zoom. Turns out the girl was really a dude. So there's been like this new conversation because I seen Baby Tate say it before about how she like her men a little bit gay. I'm gonna keep it 100, yo. I feel like they just be like trying to be weird or trying to be like on some other shit to kind of be seen. Now, that doesn't negate the fact that she makes dope music. I actually like her music and I appreciate and support her as an artist. But the conversation, even with Hot Ones, I'm like, how is Sean not on Hot Ones? Like, because there's not gonna be a challenge to a conversation like that, right? And again, I'm happy for my sis Miss Milan getting a look in the whole thing, but at the same time, you know, it seemed really contrived. It seemed really formatted. It seemed
forced because that's exactly what it is. Listen, like you said, man, everybody can have their own preferences about who they feel, who they want to date or whatever, but just because you had one bad experience with somebody and now you deem that everybody else after that person must be a red flag or bad, I think it's irresponsible, especially when you're a big artist like she is. And then nowadays, y'all know the theme or like the whole goal nowadays is to be quirky, to be different, you know what I mean? But a lot of people, even Kanye nowadays with the whole t-shirts he's doing, it seems like people are just trying so hard to be different. Oh, you like red? Well, I like blue. Red is bad. It's like, fam, you do realize that, you know, both could be true. You could like that and this other person could like that and it's okay, right?
really ridiculous if we being honest, right? It just seems out of whack. It doesn't make any sense to me because now, you know, Doechii, she won, you know, the album of the year. She won album of the year over a lot of people who felt, you know, the general consensus is that now they're trying to call her industry plant, which I'm not going to subscribe to her being a plant only because I've watched her grind since like end of 2019, early 2020 to where she's at today. So I seen her put in work. But it does start to look a little funny in the light, in the sense of like the shit that she talking about, or the shit that she pushing. You know what I'm saying? With her own caricature. You know what I'm saying? Her own character as to who she is. She does represent a lot, and she does represent, you know, she got up on that stage and she gave a wonderful speech about being a dark-skinned girl. And as a father who got two dark girls, I was proud to see that. You feel me? But we gotta call what we call it, and call it how we see it.
Yeah.
This shit ain't it. Like,
That
just
ain't
keep
it,
it
bro.
at 1,000. This ain't it. And I think it just sends the wrong message, because it's really divisive, right? Like, how is a straight man a red flag? How is a heterosexual man a red flag? Now, there's been numerous conversations that happen online when it come to all of this dating, when it come to these 20 versus ones and the ones versus all of this dumb dating conversations that always happen. I remember I was on the Fat Nasty podcast with my boy Nate, and we were talking about, you know, how online, right, with men and women, specifically black men and women, we're positioned against one another. We always looking like we beefing with one another, whether that may be true or not. All men is not bad, and not one man represents all men. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Thank you.
so when you make a statement like that, a blanket statement like that, I don't think it is just so much about a dating preference. It also makes people say, damn, what the fuck I do? Well, excuse me. Like, what did I do? Like, what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I
it
feel
just,
you.
now listen, let's keep it 1,000, right? Like, if you ain't planning on bagging Doechii, then who really cares, right? Like, if you're not thinking about her being your number one on your list, then who really cares? But we have to care about what people say when they on large platforms, because these
Right.
messages go widespread. And again, I just feel like this is a divisive thing to say, and it puts us against one another, because now all the conversation becomes is, why'd you say that?
So y'all know on my platform, man, we keep it very light over here. We talk about sports and entertainment and hip hop and things of that nature. But being that Doechii is a hip hop artist, we have to discuss this. When you come on these platforms, you have to be careful what you say, because making such a blanket statement like that is dangerous to impressionable minds, right? An impressionable mind to hear what she's saying and take that as law. My whole confusion thing was, how is being a heterosexual man a red flag? I don't understand that. And that's where I do agree with Wayno by saying, like, this seems just like shock value. But yeah, man, it's the Kid Ríez. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all be safe, stay carefree, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.